There we go. I love the way they do passive abilities in this, where it just occupies sort of a set of your stamina.
Yeah, or mana in the
Yeah.
case of mages. It is a very interesting way of doing it.
As you say.
But they don't shut off when you bottom it out. Yeah, see, they come up through a tunnel.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so I suppose it could have been us
Shall be done.
who set up the elaborate traps and whatnot. In which case, I guess, kudos to the Darkspawn for figuring out the traps and then using it to their own advantage so
yeah,
quickly.
sure. We'll go with that. Yep, I'm just in the middle
Well,
of
better than
everything.
our guys who just, you know, sucked and died, and that was their contribution.
I love how this guy runs over next to my mage and then keeps shooting at me.
Well, he needs to get distance.
He needs to understand
The mage is
the
too
plan,
close.
which is knock him down, hit him with stuff.
It's a good plan.
I don't know why I can't loot this guy. There we go. Just being slow.
Do you know what I really like about the chumps in this section? They don't even give them names.
They don't, do they? No,
Nope.
it's just Circle Mage and Tower Guard. Huh. We don't stop to introduce ourselves. We don't talk about feelings.
It's just the tower's in danger. Come with us.
Yes.
Okay, what's your name?
There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
I'm a tower guard. This
Right.
here's my buddy Circle
Clearly, this
Mage.
is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. We need to hurry.
Son of Square Mage.
Tower and light the signal fire in time.
Brother to Rhombus
Game will be
Mage.
waiting for the signal.
He's the black sheep. It is nice how they didn't, you know, bother setting up fortifications or anything here, but they did set up plenty of heads on spikes.
Well, you gotta have priorities.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are not Suleiman the Magnificent, and you will not turn around when you see a bunch of people on spikes.
What?
Suleiman the Magnificent.
That's not a Dragon Age thing. That's
No, that's a real history thing.
Yeah. Okay. Historians and your facts.
The man sacked Constantinople, but turned around when he saw a forest of people on pikes.
Now that is not unreasonable, I don't think. I would also turn around if I saw such a thing.
Well, yeah, there were 30,000 people on spikes, so I'd
So,
be a little freaked out too.
The way you're supposed to do this fight is you go down to those ballistas at the end and you shoot them at the guys across the hall.
And the way that pretty much everyone does this fight instead,
Actually, on Nightmare, you do that because otherwise you will die.
that's fair. But most people coming into the game in the first place,
Just
no,
run
they
around
just
the
run
corner,
in.
yeah.
Because that's what you do.
I tried doing
That's
that on
what you've
Nightmare,
been doing.
and I promptly died.
Got eviscerated?
Yeah.
I could see that. There are a lot of dudes. Actually, most times when I come in here, I accidentally trigger these dudes while I'm fighting the guys in the little hallways.
I can see that.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, see, I've done this enough times that I know the fights reasonably well. And it's hard to get lost in what is essentially a linear tower.
Yeah, the towers are somewhat less exciting to go through, I find.
And by somewhat less exciting, you mean total monotony broken up only by occasional life-threatening danger.
Yes. So, you know, the average life of a soldier.
Yeah. Things I don't care
But
about,
yeah,
gems. Things I do care about, healing stuff.
yeah, the gems are worth surprisingly little,
And
and they're
deep
not really.
mushrooms.
Yeah, deep mushrooms are used in potions and
No,
such, but
there's a quest where you need 10 deep mushrooms.
that too.
Yeah, this game's got a lot of crafting mechanics. I've never, ever used any. Unless I specifically needed them for a quest.
I believe the only time I really used it was, yeah, exactly, for a quest.
Like, I've never really made traps or...
I never made traps. I've made a few potions, but that was mostly because I had a large stockpile of just stuff, and it was either sell it or make potions. And I could use a few potions. But your inventory does tend to get clogged with that stuff if you loot everything.
Which I'm not doing exactly for that reason.
Yeah, this is actually one of the worst sections for that. Because you may not have sold off things after the woods.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, for example. But you weren't looting everything in the woods anyway.
No.
But if you did, it really adds up quickly.
Yeah, we skipped like 2 quests in the woods, I think. At least.
Yeah, I believe so. The fellows who went missing. And by missing, I mean dead.
Well, and by missing, that's what you usually mean in this game.
Occasionally missing just means, you know, they're down the hall.
True.
Past the terrible things, but down the hall. There's the little girl who's talking to the cat demon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll get to her eventually. Pay no attention to those guys who are hitting you in the back of the head. They're not.
They're not.
One of them just ran out of the room. In the back.
Oh yeah.
Just gotta get some air.
He's basically like the lawyer in Jurassic Park. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, oh, he's an archer, of course. They do like to get distance, but sometimes the AI can get a little confused about corners. It can be somewhat annoying as a melee character. There is a lot of exercises in just chasing down archers at the end of fights.
This is actually a really fun fight. Like this is I think their idea of going, okay, we're having monotony related issues. And I suppose I should actually activate the thing so I can show what I mean. You can let the dogs out and they go to town on these genlocks.
This is why a trained Mabari is so valuable.
Well, and like when I played through this on Nightmare with my mage, I would heal the dogs, and I took them with me down the whole hallway.
Yep. They will follow you for quite a while.
As long as you can keep putting enemies in front of them.
Yes. I do like the whole Mabari concept that they have, in general.
The war dogs?
Yeah. But I mean, they're not just war dogs. They're integral to Ferelden.
Really?
Ferelden specifically, war dogs are their thing.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. These are the kind of things
They
you
don't
learn.
really have much else going. This region doesn't really have much else going for it. It's at the ass end of nowhere. It's got no good trade. Everyone comments that the whole place smells like wet dog.
True.
Everyone from other places. So you get Liliana saying that, you get Zevran saying that, you get Sten saying that. So obviously there's a lot of dogs around. But yeah, the Mabari aren't actually trained anywhere else in the world.
Huh, I didn't know that.
It's specifically in Ferelden. So if you see them in any other part of the world, not that we go in any other part of the world.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, not that you see anywhere but Ferelden.
Yeah, so they're kind of ubiquitous here, but in other parts of the world, like in the sequel, they're more rare.
Oh, neat.
So you do get them occasionally, but they're mostly brought in specifically by Fereldans.
And I think that's pretty much... Oh, no.
They cram these hallways full. I think the only time there's fewer enemies is at the very top, and then there's a big enemy.
Way to ruin it.
I didn't say what big enemy.
Cannot wait to get more party members. This is the... I mean, the opening is the sort of most generic time. Got two guys just hanging out at the back having a break.
We have no way of getting to the one in the corner. Too jam-packed.
Alright. We need to recover some stuff. While we're doing that, we'll loot. Yep, I keep running across these lock chests. I feel like they're trying to just reward people for playing a rogue, which I guess is fair.
Well, they should really reward you more for playing a warrior. Like some sort of incentive.
The incentive is that you get to get hit in the face a lot and not die. Okay, usually not die.
To be fair, you can do that as a mage.
Probably true.
You can do that better as a mage.
I remember the first time I saw this and went, oh my. I have to fight what now?
Yeah, he's slightly scary. Although, much like in other things, not a leader. The ogres are brute force.
You guys might want to back up. No, I'm serious. Like, that mage guy might want to just take a couple steps back. You know, like...
Well, fortunately, the ogre will do that for him. Or not. Why is he standing there?
There we go. I'm just moving him.
Yeah, that's...
Everybody else has
for the
done their
best.
job, which is basically get hit in the face a lot. I'll be honest, the very first time I did this fight on Nightmare, my whole strategy was... I got ogre. I had everybody with bows. And I got the ogre.
What, stuck in a corner?
No, actually, I attracted him to my main guy. Or no, it was Alistair, my warrior. And I ran around the room. I just kited him while they shot. And I seriously just ran in circles around the room while they shot at him, which is what I'm doing now. You notice how well it's working?
That actually works surprisingly well. You figure his ability to charge you would lessen that somewhat, but I guess not.
Come on. Let's go for a walk. My guys have stopped shooting. Uh-oh. Oh, there they go, there they go. The downside is, Alistair can't do anything right now because I'm moving too fast for him to...
Take a swing.
This is annoying as hell.
Yeah. This is the one problem I find with Dragon Age. Sometimes the difficulty can be a little...
Well, no, I can
skewed.
beat him. I can beat him without doing that. It's just... I'm really low on health right now, and I'm in fact about to die, I think.
Probably. I'd probably keep running.
No, I think I'm about to get picked up.
Oh.
There we go. I made it. Yeah, I just had to get a healing. He's got this cloud around him. I think that's my mage that's doing stuff to him, but I'm not sure.
It must be. When the ogre doesn't have any abilities that it activates that causes that kind of thing. So it must be afflicted with something. I couldn't tell you what.
And there we go. Look at that.
Good times.
House is just showing off.
Yeah.
We need to get to the beacon.
That can actually get
King
kind of
is working to
annoying sometimes. They like to do that animation a fair bit if you get the killing blow when you're a melee character.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get stuck stabbing an ogre in the face while there's other things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get really bad when there's like 5 or 6 ogres around,
The beacon is over here.
which there is in a couple of sections.
What do we got?
Because you're basically stuck there.
Stuff.
The ogre has lots of stuff. Some of it quite useful.